standing around is making me... so sleepy. I wonder when I'll be as tall as my... Hey, Tia!
Right on time. We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering.
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great, too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early, too.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's...
Yes, please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the village keepers. They are vital members of our community. And so you come here.
You've made your bed.
We may both be the people of Aruville. A war would only...
I'll tell you everything.
I'm listening.
Some mystery man told us...
They're called village keepers. Slip up.
Yes, it was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection. I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One...
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then...
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction out... You gotta believe me, please.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that that...
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Onp.
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicion... Some time ago, people from the academia... It strikes me now.
Which means it's high. They were the.
Not the academia again.
Just as I thought, but what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but... Regardless.
You're right. Time to go.
Yes.
You got it. Candace?
All right.
Let's meet back here. Oh, oh. Let's get some food in us. Where did you come from?
Well,
You were gone for ages. Hey, what's with this?
you never think things.
Paimon's so mad. Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nick. There's just nothing super.
Well, anyway,
Yep. Enough with the silent treatment.
no. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
All Hatham. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you.
Yeah, you're all talk.
While you were investigating.
Really?
To be honest, we aren't really a team. Not to mention.
Right here.
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to.
What is that?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth. Remember what Gan. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share. Glad you're following along. Among those you have. The reason being,
Don't change.
it's quite obvious that
Right.
she corrected her.
I think it's been a...
Remember?
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them.
After speaking to the village chief, it became. By getting involved.
I'll pass on this. You said that she is a...
We're on it.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier,
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I...
What do you mean? We need to clarify our...
go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask, do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the... Why's that? That's very similar to what before. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah, we came here from another... But even so, we have friends in Sumeru.
I want to... My apologies for posing...
Alhaitham told us you have your...
The fact is that I'm... Oh, some believe in the...
Speaking of which,
Yeah, slowly. I just stopped talking, and then it happened.
You can tell them.
All right. I actually have... Perhaps it used to be...
I confirmed this with Bud. Because we're in the middle of a desert, you would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
There's really nothing around these parts.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar.
yeah, let's go!
Sounds good to me.
Shudder! Beg for mercy.
I'll take my leave.
What do we have here?
Oh, is this the place? It's in terrible shape, and there's sand everywhere. Ah, monsters, watch out!
Crush! Shudder! Ring cutter! Flood of frost! Crush!
Come on, we can do it.
Torn to oblivion! The mortal plane, a fleeting dream. Crush! Let me weave you a verse. Shudder! Beg for mercy.
Go, Barbara.
Vengeance will be mine. Shudder!
Ready, steady, go!
Crush! Beg for mercy. Crush! No, my sword! Beg for mercy. Crush! Beg for mercy.
They were easier to deal with than, super strong bandits? Or... He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game, too.
This is the one. Let's go in and take a look.
Hey, we haven't found squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Okay, sure.
Huh? The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, Paimon! And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so... Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down.
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. will ensure your safety.
For justice. Crush! Huh? Yeah.
Let's dance. Yeah. Hi.
Shudder! Flood of frost! Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter! Time to act. No, my sword! Crush!
Let the show begin. Come on, we can do it.
Beg for mercy. Shudder! Rain outlines your fate.
Let's dance.
Beg for mercy.
I'll be back.
Shudder!
I'll be
Beg for mercy. Yeah!
Crush!
Look, there's someone over there. Good idea. Let's approach.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
He's a scholar too?
No. Razak was never involved in any of those things. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar? Correct. The academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone, the notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple...
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important...
Throughout this process, first, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened.
Resource? For what?
One possibility is that
Extracted?
with the technology of the Sumeru perhaps the process...
So, the human brain... Nope, no.
I'm the academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their Anyway, judging by Razak's, or perhaps his curiosity...
Hyman's a little...
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, the academia is I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but...
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden...
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge. But I'm extracting information...
Sounds like you're real...
Of course. Whether it be academics or this matter needs...
Wait, didn't you step into...
Not to be callous, but no. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru.
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Paimon's been wanting to...
You're probably right. Though I must say, uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to...
I'm just a more likable... He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru village.
You need to watch out for any signs of earthquakes and sandstorms. You need to watch out for any signs of earthquakes and sandstorms.
We're back!
You must be tired.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital served as the academia's site.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village. Yet,
We may have a mole and one of us could be secretly...
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why...
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference.
So what you're saying is interesting. And here
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of...
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. But simply put, if you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often, I remember seeing a thing.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of... The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destiny.
It predicted...
The academia has been watching...
So that's how it is. Tenacity of will. Sino, don't take it to heart.
They escaped.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I...
Whoa, you bounce.
There is always an...
Oh, so that's how it is! If the academia is trying to avoid... Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After 'em! Please, wait! I want to go too! I want to find Grandpa...
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's... Paimon feels...
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand. Is that because you play here a lot? Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay. So,
These are likely fragments of an academia developed. Looks like there were more than one. Let's split up and search the area.
is this what we're searching?
This is definitely a device you.
How did it end up buried in the sand? They must have been attacked a lot.
Wait, what? Grandpa, I hope you're okay. Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring. But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too? Ugh, of course it is.
Voices, over there. Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of
You're one of us. We would never lie.
scholars. You don't know as much as I do.
Tia? Why would you? Tia! Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa?
Well,
This comp.
You've betrayed Aru village?
so, this is the... Dear, you'd be better...
I'm not the type that's easily
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more.
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I...
It's not too late yet. The village
You don't understand, my dear lady.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia, even if they end up
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. With these scholars in our custody.
ridiculous. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against.
They look more like pawns of the filthy traitor.
And perhaps...
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia? These people have no value. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand...
Wait, you can't be serious.
So,
Precisely.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be However,
think you could...
I'm not trying to...
You were the scribe. What do
Not all desert dwellers...
you academia scum.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said? You know you're making a dangerous decision.
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't...
We've known each other for...
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honest... Come on, Rama.
But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs.
You're not wrong, but...
Let's do it right here, then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rama...
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to.
That's not for you.
Do it! Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than... You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends.
Phew. I was really counting on him.
Dia! That was...
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're...
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it,
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more, even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa.
Whatever it takes? You just might be.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a loon.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here.
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia.
Okay,
Dia, wait.
what's the matter?
I heard that you were... More speed. More speed.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held...
Is everything ready?
Absolute. You brought fewer people than I am.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only...
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man.
It's a one-for-one. And let me put it this way. Agreeing...
You stay right there.
Playmate! What do you think you're doing?
Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Paimon's dizzy.
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of lesser lords. The dendro archon. The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused again.
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to the Scarlet King's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise the Scarlet King.
What's he doing here? And his men too?
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted Lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of the Scarlet King's civilization appear. 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in gods.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being, or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Rahman, what are you gonna do?
I'll just let them lay here.
The campaign begins.
I can't wait any longer.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Ram,
Huh? Are you mocking me?
interpret it however you want.
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to be...
It does seem kind of strange.
More speed. Shudder!
Ready, steady, go!
Freeze to the core! Crush! More speed.
Beg for mercy. Crush. Shudder. Beg for mercy. Shudder. Illusion shattered. Absurd. Beg for mercy. More speed. Shudder.
Go, Barb. Don't know. Oh, I'll protect us. Go, Barbara, go! Go, Barbara, go! Let the show begin.
Flood of frost. Beg for mercy.
La, 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 la.
There is no escape. Illusion shattered. Crush.
Out of the frying pan, it's...
Now you shall perish. Shudder. Crush. More speed. More speed. Beg for mercy. Crush.
You're toast!
Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core. Shudder. More speed.
Ready, steady, go! Nice and spicy.
Beg for mercy. Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down.
That's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving...
You can read ancient Scarlet.
Of course.
He's not serious.
There's still something off the scent of...
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hit. Excellent. There's a device...
Isn't sharing...
Yes. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and the Scarlet King were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe any of the rumors. The Scarlet King's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, it was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans, fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dia, tell me, my Aramites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for. But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their acts.
That must have been rough. But he seems to have...
Rahman's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. Well... Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
More speed. More speed. More speed.
Rahman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged.
I guess all I can...
Don't mention it.
But where are the...
I'll bring you to them.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to...
all over the desert.
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no.
Whoa. The moment...
You should have known.
Wait, we were... No, not...
I could do.
Please have mercy.
Start talk.
So, your superiors have kept...
They...
Don't play. They extract divine canned knowledge.
I really don't...
Well, you better start talking or...
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest. Huh?
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy...
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are It may seem as if Sumeru's academics, the withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said the Doctor was previously expelled from the academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, do you wish to...
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the
First, the academia spent a long time. After that, they harvested with the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum of... Next, they decided that their new god...
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge...
Call it an educated guess? The academia... Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what... If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend...
You must have noticed by now. It is as if they are cursed with a desire. Some organisms demonstrate this is but a
Then what does lesser... Is she not a true...
From the beginning, when the academia first... They found that at the time, not to mention that slowly but surely...
So...
All right, let's try... Raman, give me...
Sure.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their home.
Yeah? Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing...
Or I can...
Oh! Paimons!
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work or...
So you were still...
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand...
What a whirlwind of a story.
It seems like there'll be...
Still, now...
It's time to make a...
Indeed.
So,
Crush the sages and rescue...
Well...
The next time we gather...
Yep! It'll...